Let's see how to use base searches in Splunk. Base searches are really helpful if you want to improve the performance of your dashboard. Let's say you have a dashboard with 10 panels in it and all of them are using the same data. In that situation, instead of writing index is equal to star and source type is equal to CSV across all the panels, we can create a base search, write a simple query in it which will load data required by all the panels at the first stage, and then once that base search is loaded, we send that information to all the panels so that other panels don't have to write index is equal to star and get the raw data again and again. We will see an example how to do that in a moment. Let's say I have a dashboard here which is called crypto analysis, wherein I have two panels in it and both of them are using the same index and source type. If you look at the queries here, so the first panel is using index is equal to crypto data, name is equal to star, and then it is deduping this by name and then displaying set of fields. If you look at the second panel, this is also using the same index and the same information. In this scenario, what I can do is, instead of writing index is equal to crypto data, name is equal to star across all the panels, I will create a base search with this information. So I'll click on source here, and these are my two different rows. This is the first row and this is second row. So what I will do is I will copy this entire search box from here and then put it here, Control Shift F in order to align this. So what I'm trying to do here is I'll make this as a base search. So for every base search we'll have an ID created. So I will give this name as base search, and I will just delete all these things. I want to do those computations on the search level, not on the base search level. So I'll leave these two things here, so which will get the raw events here, and I can leave the rest of the stuff here. So my base search is ready. So this will return me the raw data, and I want to send this raw data to all my panels here. So first thing what I will do is I will refer my search to a base search, like base is equal to base search. You see, as soon as we added base is equal to base search, we have got some warning saying that as this query is referring to base search, as base search will have a time selected, earliest and latest, you don't need to select this again. So we need to remove this. Okay, now when you are referring to base search, what it will do is it will try to get the base query first, and then whatever we are writing here, it will be applied on top of it. So as this is already created in base search, I will remove this from here and I will just keep dedupe name and rest of the stuff like this. Let's do this for the second panel also. So what I will do is I'll first make base is equal to base search, and I will remove these two things, the time frame, and I can remove this stuff. I'll just align this properly. Now I have created a base search here, and I have used the base search here. Let me click on save. As you can see this, it is not producing the same results that we have seen earlier. The reason is this base search is not working properly. Okay, if you click on the search for that panel, we will see index is equal to crypto data name is equal to star, which is coming from a base search, and this is what we have added in our panel. If you look at this result, I can see all the 6 columns which are generated here, whereas if you see in this dashboard, it is not displayed. The reason is, when you write a base search, you must always return all the required fields which are required by all the panels. Okay, so for example, my base search is written like this: index is equal to crypto data, name is equal to star. Here I'm not returning any fields here. If you look at my my first panel, we need a field called name, and also we need date, open, close. All these are fields from raw data. So in order to completely work this query, what I need to do is get all the required fields, and in the base search I will just return all those fields like this. Okay, now what will happen is, when your first base search will be executed, it will try to get all the data, and then it will get all the required fields for it. On top of that, we are applying this dedupe name and this table command. Same thing goes here. If you look at this, in the second panel, we need underscore time field, and we need close name. Name is already added here. Okay, and close is also added here. The only missing piece is underscore time. Let me copy this field and add it here. So my base search will have all the fields which are required by all the panels, and we are sending this search to every panel, and in every panel we will just get whatever the required fields that we want specific to that panel. Okay, if I just save this here now, you should see all the results populated properly. So make sure that whenever we create a base search, make sure you return all the fields which are required by all the panels.